Give me some of that wine and waivers. Explicit podcast.
And I am just here for the booze. No, I'm just kidding.
I think we all are.
All right, welcome back, everyone.
What's up?
This is Wine and Waivers here, giving you all of our favorite waiver wire pickups for the week, along with some wine selections. For those of you who have good taste, yet are ballin' and buzzing on a budget.
Like this bitch.
And so just a little FYI, we weren't actually able to record Sunday night. We had a couple issues going on that we weren't able to get it done. And Carly, she actually is sick tonight, so she will not be here. But we do have a surprise guest in the house. We have Josh here with us.
Yo, it's your favorite girl, Carly.
the unicorn dick t-shirt wearing loser that drafted all of the Steelers
team, which Diane can't even give him shit for that anymore.
Yeah,
she has the entire Baltimore team this year.
Yeah, I drafted the whole Ravens team after I talked all this shit about Josh drafting all the Steelers. But yeah, so we have him in the house tonight, and he's going to be helping us out a little bit. But you know, Carly is still with us in spirit, and she does still have some options.
Girl.
Yeah, she does still have options that she wants us to shout out to you guys tonight. So in place of Carly, I know she's always our hot word girl, but Tanya's going to take that role tonight.
I'm taking it. All right, so this week our hot word / hot phrase, because it's kind of two words, is pickup.
Yes.
Pickup.
Pick hyphenated up. Pick up.
That'll make it one word.
Sure. Yeah. So that's it for this week, and our two challenges.
Yes.
Are going.
Oh boy.
Josh is not excited.
Yeah, we told Josh the options, and he's like, hell no. So the first option is going to be that
we take a shot of some good old Frank's hot sauce.
Yeah, Frank's Red Hot, baby, which that might not seem too bad, but I feel like for me
an entire shot?
Yeah, like I have really bad heartburn, so I feel like that's going to fucking just erode my esophagus down to my asshole.
Probably.
Like I'm going to be in serious trouble. And then our second option, which Josh is super excited about, and he actually hopes he loses so that he can do this.
No.
is the juice. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen this, but
I don't know what made Diane think
I don't either. I was just we're like, okay, a shot of hot sauce and then a shot of something else really fucking disgusting. Like, what would that possibly be? Besides, like, Bobby Seaman. So I was just like, what the fuck could we choose from? I mean, that would be great for Josh to have to do. Josh has to do a shot of Bobby Seaman. So I don't know where it came from, but we decided. So they have these jars of pickled pig's feet in the grocery stores. I don't know if people have seen them before, but anyways, it's fucking awful looking, and so that's going to be the other one. So a shot of Frank's Red Hot or a shot of pickled pig's feet juice.
Ew.
Fucking
that just like
preserving juice. What's it called?
Makes me want to vomit just when you say those words.
Like embalming. Embalming fluid. Whatever. That's. I don't know what they pickle them in. It's just vinegar, right?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's got like I feel like there's just like hairs and shit. I don't know. It really grosses me out. So one time I actually toilet papered someone in high school, and I got a jar of those pickled pig's feet, and I put them all over their cars. Fucking so.
You're such a bitch.
Yeah, whatever. This girl was a total bitch, and she deserved it.
Regular people do with toilet paper. Diane does it with pickled pig's feet.
I have to take it a step further, guys. Like
course.
doing it traditional isn't like fucking good enough for me. Mm-hmm. So for our wines of the week this week, Josh is going to take one for the team for us, and he's going to introduce to you guys our white wine of the week because he actually is drinking it.
Mm-hmm.
It is a Pinot Grigio by Angelo Buffoni.
And tell us the percentage there, Daddy.
Well, let's see. 12%.
Oh, just your style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how is it?
It's actually
Do you
not
like
bad. Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Would you actually so if you went to the store, would you actually pick this up and buy it though? Or is this like a good housewarming gift? Because this is actually what this is.
Yes.
Somebody gave this to Tanya.
It's actually, I mean, okay, I don't know if you're into wine or not, but it's actually a pretty smooth, mellow Pinot Grigio. Sometimes they have that really...
Wow, Josh is getting all fancy.
Yeah, we don't need to talk this fancy. We say whether it's good. Is it oaky? Is it not oaky? No. Okay, good. Really clean finish.
Clean, smooth.
All right.
I'd say the red kind of is too.
Really? I felt like it was a little bit oaky, but maybe that's because my taste buds are burnt raw from the chicken wings yesterday. So yeah, you can taste it. So we have a Cooper. It's called Cooper. It's a cab soft. I said a Cooper, like I was hiccuping. A Cooper.
Amari Cooper.
Yeah. Speaking of. Yeah, we're gonna drink some Cooper for fucking Amari Cooper's injury.
Yeah.
It's a cab sauv, and this one is a 13.5%, so not too bad. It's not gonna get you too fucked, hopefully, but also give you a nice little buzz. And yeah, it's pretty decent. It goes down real smooth. I think that Tanya will have much better luck with this one than she did the plunger head wine, if I'm just being honest.
I'm pretty sure I'd have better luck with almost any wine.
And was this one also a housewarming gift to you, or did you actually buy
this is another Bobby birthday gift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm still working through them.
So, but these ones are both wines that you can just get anywhere locally.
Oh, yeah, for sure. If you're getting one for a, housewarming gift, make sure the person likes white wine.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because that's not
She's salty. She's like, this fucking friend that I thought was a good friend.
Did it, but whoever it was should know that I don't drink white wine.
Yeah, she's like, fuck that person.
This is
not even my
probably
friend.
2 years old because, at least 2, almost 3 years.
So even though it's 12%, this fucker is so old. Like, it's actually from 2013.
All the way through.
So Josh might be feeling a little more tipsy than a 12%er. But Josh, give us your celebrity drink that you brought on that you want to introduce to the people. This was his choice. We like to give our guests like their own choice of what they want to bring on the show to show people and give as a suggestion. And the guys I'm feeling that they tend to do beer. So
all right. So this is a pumpkin beer by Southern Tier. If you guys like Southern Tier, their pumpkin is probably the best pumpkin beer you'll have.
I love their packaging.
Yeah. And this
their packaging.
is
I thought you were gonna say their beer, and you're like, I love their package.
this is the nitro version of their pumpkin, so kind of a special edition. So if you like nitros and you like pumpkin beer,
goes down pretty smooth. What's the percentage on that?
8.6. Yeah, so it's a little bit of a heavy hitter, but
and it's big. That's a big
boy.
boy.
Tall boy.
Yeah. All right. So Josh will be drinking that. Not that he doesn't need to tell you about it. He's had it before. It's one of his favorites. So give it a try. Anyone who knows Southern Tier Brewing, they make really, really good shit usually. So definitely would suggest giving that a try if you're into the beer scene.
Yeah.
We're going to go over a recap of some of our best and worst waiver picks. I know, Josh, you weren't here for this, but we do kind of have...
Well, how about this, Josh? Did you pick up anyone last minute that did well or did terrible?
I did pick up... I don't have my thing in front of me, but I did pick up a running back because Gurley was out, obviously.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I picked up the Rams backup guy that was filling, and they ended up...
shit in the bed.
Barely even using him, and he got like 4 points.
You just said it.
Oh.
So did you. Anyways,
we're gonna have to listen to this back. We're gonna
this is gonna be like a lot of tallying. So we can't even like try to not say it. I feel like it's gonna be a lot. But and he didn't do very well for you then. Ah, man, that sucks. But Josh, you kind of did. I remember last week you had mentioned to me that if people were looking for a tight end, that the Steelers, their defense doesn't usually do very well against tight ends, and so you had suggested using the backup tight end for the Chargers, and he ended up not playing. But so anyone who had Hunter Henry, actually, he was injured for a while, but he came back this week against the Steelers. So, and you had given advice saying that the Steelers' defense against tight ends is usually pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Steelers fan, but it's like our Achilles is that tight end coming across the middle or pulling off of a block. We just always miss them. And if you look back at teams they played, probably 8 out of 10 teams, 80% of teams, their tight ends are always the guys that have the big numbers against us. So again, this game he had 8 receptions, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Go figure.
Yeah, and didn't he have like 20 some points?
Yeah, I think he had like 26 points.
26 points and a half PPR. That's pretty good. So
that's actually my suggestion for this week. So
yeah, that's actually Tanya's suggestion.
Josh just went through all of the stats I had. Good job.
So Tanya's tight end suggestion this week is going to be quite short because Josh has said everything for her.
I have a shout out for Carly, so we'll go there.
Yeah, when we get there. So I'm going to go through mine really quick. I just want to apologize for anyone that might have picked up Hilliman. Apparently, after that shitty performance against the Patriots,
bye Hilliman.
He's been cut from the team, which I'm like...
Yeah, he lost a fumble.
Wow, I honestly feel like such a jackass, so I'm so sorry to anyone. I don't even write like
It
much
doesn't even
about
matter to them
this.
because Saquon's probably coming back this week. So
Yeah, all I
True,
wrote was just terrible. Like I didn't even write why. I just put
No, they're just
terrible.
terrible.
And then also, I had given this wide receiver suggestion, Steven Sims with the Redskins, and he also in all caps has awful. Apparently, he only got 0.1 points. So I hope nobody listened to me for that suggestion. But yes, I did have a good one. The Panthers I suggested against Tampa Bay just because I think Tampa sucks. And the Panthers have been doing pretty well. They had a really good game. Their defense ended up with 18 points. So that was the one good suggestion that
I hope they're making I always call him Jameson instead of Jameis.
Oh, Jameis. I was like, isn't it Jameson? No, Jameis.
No,
Okay.
alcohol in the brain. No, I hope they're making him swim home from London.
Oh my gosh! So it was so funny. They so after the game in London yesterday, I don't know why, like if it was a commercial or what it was, but they showed this pirate ship, and for anybody who knows Tampa Bay, like we're like everyone's big into like Gasparilla, the pirates, like all that stuff, and they showed this pirate ship, like an actual pirate ship, and Bobby goes, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, is that like the Tampa Bay like pirate ship? And he goes, maybe it's the fucking pathetic Bucks getting shipped back on their pirate ship from London because they fucking suck and Winston's gonna go down.
The plank.
Yeah, it's like Winston's gonna go down with his ship. Like, I don't know. It was super random, but I mean,
it was hilarious.
It was just
Maybe
kind
had
of
to be there, but it was good.
Yeah, it was kind of odd that happened. But and so, who else did you have that you thought did well or shitty?
I last year said
Last year.
All the way back to last year. No. Last week,
It feels like a year ago.
Honestly, it does. I feel like this week went so long. Anyway, Adrian Peterson, he did really well.
I actually forgot that you suggested him, and Josh was talking to me about him, and he said that he was supposed to have a really good game. So
no, he did well. And then I had a unfortunate experience taking my own advice for Gerald Everett.
And how about Minshew?
Okay.
Oh my God.
I honestly don't know what I was thinking. This was like my week that I just don't care.
She like tried so hard to give poor little Minshew a chance. Like he's been doing so consistently well.
He has,
and it wasn't just you.
I
like,
know.
I feel like a lot of people. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people took a chance on him this week, and he really just.
Well, because everybody was saying that he was going to have a good game against New Orleans, and so I was like, why not? So I tried it because I had Wentz, who I should have played, but I also had Goff, who didn't do anything. So
God.
I mean, Goff did worse than Minshew.
Oh my God! Shut up.
Yeah, what's
like
happening there?
1.1.
That's
what's happening there.
Yeah.
It was bad. But yeah, I mean, he also hasn't gotten less than 16 this entire year.
Yeah, and he ended up with like 4.
Ended up with 4.
Oh, fucking, that's so awful. We still love you, Minshew, but we're no longer playing you. Back to the bench or fucking waiver wire you go.
Exactly.
Nobody's using you until you prove yourself. And speaking of proving yourself, I know this is kind of like old news, kind of old drama from like early on last week, but it happened after we put out our show, that I saw any like headlines about it. But apparently Baker Mayfield like totally didn't shake, I forget the guy's name, the hand of the
Richard Sherman?
Yeah.
Yes. And he like put out this big thing about how Sherman put out this thing about how, you know, Baker Mayfield, you know, that's like such college shit to do, and he
disrespectful in the NFL.
Yeah, and he was like, and he hasn't even like what has he done in this league to even prove himself? Like, you've done nothing in this league,
honestly,
dude.
Though.
Which I thought was hilarious because as much as you guys as much as we tried to love Baker Mayfield and talk him up, thinking he was gonna have a good year.
It's just Carly.
I mean, like I was kind of on the train too, but now I'm just
Minshew came along.
Yeah, now I'm on the Minshew train instead. But now I'm just kind of
he's getting ahead of himself too. But that's mostly like the media is getting to his head.
Yeah, I feel like he's like
next
kind of
Baker Mayfield, but hopefully not.
No, I feel like Minshew's like a sweet little Southern boy, and Mayfield just thinks he is just
a sweet little Southern boy who carries around Jameson or Crown or whatever he had in his pocket.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he likes to party. Country boys like to party. But I don't know. I feel like Baker Mayfield just is getting a little too high up on his own horse, and he needs to just take it down a couple notches. So I thought that was really funny. If you guys watch or follow our Instagram at all, we did put a little blurb up about it, but I just want to mention it again, speaking of people proving themselves. So
it was funny. I think it was like, I don't know for sure. I like kind of stopped looking into it after the first few days because like we said, it was a while ago, but I I think they determined like through video or something that he did actually shake his hand.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I thought somebody put something up like that.
Yeah.
He did shake his hand.
And now they're
Richard
best
Sherman's
friends.
in the hot seat, yeah.
Now everybody's best friends and
Yeah,
everything's
probably not, but that's
fine.
okay.
Anyways, if that's the worst fucking thing they've got going on in life, then I'd say they're doing pretty well. So,
Well.
do you have any other drama? Speaking of a little bit of the drama that we already brought up.
I got some injuries for you.
All right.
Also, Mariota got taken out of the game.
For what?
I think he was just doing so terrible. I think he got like negative points.
He pulled a Baker.
He pulled the Baker, yeah.
Shit.
It was bad. But at least he's not Hilleman and getting cut from the team.
Yeah, I mean, not yet. Who knows?
Not yet, yeah. He got a little time.
All right, so what do we have for injuries?
This one really screwed me over this week. Disley.
Oh, yeah, that's...
An Achilles injury.
Yeah, that was terrible, especially since a lot of people probably just picked him up not long ago because he was doing pretty well.
Yeah, I picked him. You said it. And I stopped myself.
All right.
Anyways, I did that I think 2 weeks ago, and he killed it for me. And then I had Kittle in. He was questionable, and they were saying he probably wouldn't play, and I wanted to make sure that I had him or somebody in there that I knew would be playing, so I exchanged them, and I should not have because Kittle actually did really well.
Oh, no. That's always the worst, man.
That was bad.
So, who else do you have besides Disley?
Amari Cooper with the quad injury.
Oh, yeah, that one really screwed me over. Big
Yeah.
time.
Josh Gordon with the Patriots exited the game early with a knee injury. And then the crazy one, which I hate like replaying in my head, was Jeff Swaim with the Jaguars, the helmet to helmet.
That was fucking awful.
That scared me watching it.
Yeah, like I remember who's the guy from the Steelers that had the...
Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, like, I mean, that scared the shit out of me just because, like, he wasn't moving. But when you watched it, it was like, that didn't even look that bad. But this guy, it looked so bad. I was like, holy fucking shit. Like, this is sickening. Like, literally sickening. So, hopefully he's okay. I have a couple people that are actually going to be returning this week that have been out. Singletary is expected to return week 7 against the Dolphins. So if you guys have him, definitely look into starting him, especially against the Dolphins. We all know they suck. Looks like Barkley should be coming back this week. Fingers crossed for me.
Gallman is too, right?
Who?
Gallman?
Yeah, Gallman.
Which,
I think it's
you want Saquon over Gallman, but just...
Wait, do what?
You want Saquon over Gallman.
Oh, yeah. So those two should be coming back. Burkhead for the Patriots will probably be back this week as well. I think that's all I have as far as injuries news goes. I know Marquise Brown, last minute for the Ravens, ended up inactive for the game, so kind of keep an eye on him. Mm-hmm. He's like their number one wide receiver, so that was kind of a last minute thing. So watch him, see if they end up bringing him back in this week or if he has to sit out again another week. And so from here, we're going to go into our waiver pickups. Josh, take it away. Who do you have?
For my QB, you want to start with QBs?
No. We're going to start with running backs.
So she said somebody last week that had a good game was Adrian Peterson. Mm-hmm. And this week he's playing the 49ers. He's actually my defense. I'll get to that a little bit. But he just, they're leaning more on him now, and he's pretty solid. So if you don't have somebody and you're looking for somebody like, man, who can I pick up that's going to be consistent? He'll get you that 10, 12, 13, 14 points, something like that. So I think he's a pretty good one to get.
All right.
So my running back that I have, which I actually just dropped this guy, go figure. Latavius Murray for the Saints. I know that Kamara usually gets a lot of the workload, but he's kind of been a little bit banged up. He's been nursing an ankle injury, and then he came back in this game. He ended up getting a little bit of a knee injury. I think that he'll still be okay to play, but I mean the Bears defense is pretty tough, so I think they're probably going to use Murray to help lighten the workload on Kamara a little bit. So he might be a good one to look at this week to add. He's, I'm sure, available in most leagues, so check him out and see what you think.
I have Chase Edmonds with the Cardinals. I know I'm saying somebody from the Cardinals.
Ballsy move, girl.
Ballsy. Look, you saw my picks last time, so I'm ballsy. David Johnson's been kind of milking a bad back, so Edmonds has been seeing a lot more targets, and they're playing the Giants next week, so should be.
I think the Giants are going to have a good game, though.
Oh, I know. I actually have them for my defense. So.
Oh, okay. I'm like, if you're saying the Giants suck, I think they're probably gonna have a pretty decent game. But
well, that's because they're playing the Cardinals.
yeah, so and I know that McCaffrey is out this week on bye, so that's a pretty big thing. I mean,
People are gonna be there's some big names out on a bye this week, so like people are gonna be looking for some waivers.
Keep that in mind, all you McCaffrey lovers, all you people that have had that asshole saving your asses every week, that he's not going to be here. So,
And did we even mention who the bye teams were this week?
Oh yeah, so yeah, we can get into that. Our buys this week, we have the Browns, Panthers, Steelers, and Bucks. So, not that anyone's really going to miss anyone from the Browns or the Steelers, but
Sorry about it, Josh.
But now, so going into wide receivers, knowing that the Bucks are out, even though Mike Evans is fucking wow.
That was like, I liked that.
Even though the
should have did that closer to the mic.
The nitro.
ASMR.
Yeah, and Nitro was like hissing at us. Even though Mike Evans has been kind of actually very hit or miss, very inconsistent, and Godwin has actually been getting a lot of work. He's been doing really, really well. So I feel like people have been relying heavily on him for a wide receiver, and then Mike Evans was a wide receiver one for a lot of people. I know I've been kind of iffy about playing him, but I still have been starting him just because I feel like I have to. But anyway, so with both of those guys out, you definitely are going to probably be looking at your waiver wire unless you happen to have good people benched. I know I don't. So
all my bench people are literally hurt. So.
Injured.
Yeah,
they're all injured.
Or you bench Stephon Diggs and he gets 40 points. I mean,
yeah, that's Josh's life.
Poor Josh.
So I guess I'll start off the wide receivers. I have Darius Slayton for the Giants. Sterling Shepard has been out, and Evan Ingram's also been out, both of them with injuries. And I know, I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple weeks ago, my friend Dan, we had on the show made a suggestion that he suggested to us, which was Golden Tate. He said, go ahead, grab him now because he's probably going to pop off in a couple weeks. And he sure as shit did. And now he is owned in a little over 60%. But so if he's still available, grab him. But if not, you might want to grab Darius Slayton because he kind of shares the workload with Tate.
I have Jamison Crowder. I think we've talked about it before.
Yeah, I did.
But he's on the Jets. I will say they are playing New England, so it's not the best matchup. But Darnold is back from all of his, mono issues, and he seems to be like a real favorite to throw to. So
yeah, and Darnold's looking hot, man. He
did well,
really well.
Coming off like that,
he just needed a few weeks rest like that, man. Yeah. Get the mono and get feeling
take that mono out of you.
Yeah, and like seriously, I feel like he had a few weeks to rest up, and he's coming out with all these assholes that are all injured and gimping around, and they're like in rough fucking shape, and he's like, I feel great, like, I just got done fighting mono, but whatever, I'm fucking rested up. So, did you have a wide receiver suggestion?
So John Brown for the Bills, they're playing Miami, and if you're looking for somebody to pick up, you need somebody that's going to have a pretty good game. Anybody you're picking up against Miami's defense is,
pretty safe.
Pretty safe. Well, when Josh Allen and John Brown connect, they have a big game. So against Miami, I think they're going to.
Quarterbacks, because I know you.
My quarterback is Josh Allen. He's only owned in just over 40% of people's leagues. So there's a good chance you can go out there and grab him if you're needing a quarterback, if he's on a bye or something like that. So go grab Josh Allen. He's in Miami, so he'll probably have a big game.
Yeah, he was one of my favorites this week too. So I guess we're gonna jump to quarterbacks then. Sam Darnold, actually, speaking of him, was one that I was looking at just because he looked really good this week. I don't know if I would play him in week 7 going against the Patriots. If you have somebody better to play, you might want to, just because the Patriots are just fucking on fire, as much as I hate to say that. But he might be a good one to snag moving forward. Also, little Danny Dimes. I feel like he did pretty fucking solid against the Patriots last week. I mean, obviously he didn't fucking do great, but a lot of people were predicting that game would be a shutout, and clearly that didn't happen.
Back, so
what's that?
Saquon's probably coming back too.
Yeah,
so.
And that didn't happen. And yeah, with Saquon coming back, I feel like between the two of them, they could have a pretty decent game. And like you said, it's against the Dolphins.
No, that's the Bills.
Who's the Giant? Oh, Cardinals.
Oh, they're
Sorry.
playing the
Cardinals, but still from the Cardinals. So yeah.
Yeah, same thing. Fucking
I mean,
Dolphins
they're
and Cardinals.
interchangeable, honestly.
They're the same. They both fucking suck. So either way, yeah, those would be my 2 quarterback suggestions.
My suggestion is Kirk Cousins.
Ooh,
Weird.
tough. That's a tough one to get
Yeah,
out.
he was not looking good early in the season, but I feel
Is he
like
looking good now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Since they mentioned he's not worth his
the
$88 million contract, whatever it is.
that he just got.
Oh.
So he had to step his game up,
Yeah.
and he has been. He exceeded the 300-yard mark for the second straight week in a row.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're playing the Lions this week, and they're just so.
I feel like the Lions are okay. I mean, I feel like they did really well against the
They're
Patriots
better
as
than
well.
they were last year, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I used to think that the Lions were kind of like on the same lines as the Dolphins, which is kind of shady.
I don't know if I ever thought like that.
I don't know, I'm being a little bit harsh.
The Lions are like the Browns. It's like
Oh, okay, that's a good
it's
comparison.
Yeah.
like you always say the Browns are going to be the Browns. They may surprise you here and there,
Yeah.
but they're going to be the Browns. How the Lions are. Like the Lions are going to be the Lions. Sorry, Connor. But they they have good games here and there. But
Mostly bad.
All right, so we kind of skipped the tight end.
I was going in order, bitch.
Sorry, I'm in my brain. We skipped the tight ends. We'll go to the tight ends now. I'll go ahead and start with that. I actually am saying the backup for Disley for the Seahawks, Luke Wilson, and that's not like the actor Luke Wilson. It's a different guy. What's wrong? Why are you making that face?
I'm trying to think of who that is.
He's the backup for
The
Disley.
actor.
Oh, he's Owen Wilson's brother, the dark-haired
Yeah,
dude.
that's okay. I'm trying to like picture him. I knew he was Owen Wilson's brother, but I can't like picture his face.
I feel
right
like
now.
they're just like such distinct-looking individuals that like
I feel like I know who it is.
you like cannot.
No, I feel like I know who it is. I know exactly who Owen Wilson is. I
Yeah,
feel like I know who
I'm trying to think what
Wilson
movie
is.
or show. He was in
but
a
I'm not
show.
sure.
he was in Legally Blonde.
There you go.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Like the main boyfriend guy. Like not her original boyfriend.
yeah, the lawyer guy,
Yeah.
or like the one that already knows everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like those two just oof.
Yeah. Owen Wilson looks like he broke his nose like
5
He did.
times,
at least
like worse than
5
Gronk.
times. Oh yeah, I said that about
He
Gronk
did.
too. Sorry.
That's how he
Gronk.
has the nose. He broke it and he never fixed it.
Josh is full of Josh is
I
the
don't know.
best person to take to trivia because he just is full of random ass facts.
Yeah, like remembering years and dates. I'm like,
Yeah.
how do you remember this shit? Like I could ask him when was Luke Wilson born? You probably fucking
I
know.
have no idea.
Wow, you should have literally just made something up.
up.
And he probably would have been right,
No one would
honestly.
have questioned you. Josh, you got a tight end?
I do.
A tight booty hole. You gotta
That felt
refer.
really weird. Like that was a weird sentence.
What'd you say? Do you have a tight end?
Yes.
Oh, Josh.
Yeah,
You have to refer them as the tight booty hole though.
Yeah,
Since
'cause
you're subbing in for
Carly
Carly.
today.
How does she say it?
Tight booty hole.
Booty holes.
Hun, you
Yeah.
know how she says it. You listen to the show.
My tight end pick, it's actually the guy that I picked up this week
You
because
said it.
my guy Waller was out, so I picked up Witten. And with Amari Cooper injured, Witten's getting more action.
Did he get a lot this week?
He got 8 point something.
Which isn't great.
Well, I mean, for a tight end, though.
Yeah, I was gonna
for
say
a
for
tight end in the
If
league,
you're not like the top 3 tight ends.
if you're not in the
that's
top,
pretty good.
3, 4, 5 tight ends, you're going to get
Nothing.
Yeah. So
And even
that's-
if you are Zach Ertz, you fucking still might get nothing.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. And with Amari Cooper out, he's just going to see more action. So I think that's a
Well, I
safe-
feel like you're like really set that Amari Cooper's out. I think Amari Cooper's going to be back, and I think he's going to be fine.
even if he's back, I mean, I don't think he's going to
He
be
might still be
100%.
limited.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right.
if you want a tight end that's going to be solid, Witten is going to get his receptions. You know, he'll probably get a touchdown in the red zone and pick him up.
Well, like we said before, you said that by the way.
Uh-oh.
Poor
we said,
Josh.
Like we said before, I think Josh might be drinking some. pig
Whatever
sweet
you
juice.
guys decide, but it's not going to be pretty.
I said Hunter Henry because all the stats that Josh gave before, he ran for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, and his first week back from injury. I mean, they were against the Steelers, but
Yeah, but that's still really good.
yeah. So I also want to give a shout out to Carly's choice because she's not here.
Because it's her favorite
And
position, the
her
tight
favorite
booty hole.
position. So Darren Fells was her choice. It was for the Texans. He's been doing consistently well the last 2 weeks, and his quarterback has been favoring him. And they're playing the Colts this week.
All right. Good choice, Carly. We'll see how he does. Actually, I feel like he is a really solid choice. I mean, I feel like he's been doing really
pretty
well.
consistent. So
All right, so let's move to defense. So I know this defense is probably not going to be available. I'm going with the Bills, likely unavailable, but your chance that they might be available is because they just had a bye week this past week. So if someone had to drop them,
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, to pick up another defense.
So do it quick. Do it early.
Yeah. If somebody had to drop them to grab another defense, or even because they're on bye, if they need another player to sub in, they might have dropped them. So look for them now; they might be available. If not, I would say to play the Giants against the Cardinals.
You just took mine.
Oh shit! Sorry, I forgot that you were saying that one. All right, well then I would go with the Bills. Damn it! And who's
Poor Tanya, she's like, you assholes! Like,
yeah. Well, I'm going with the Bills then.
All right.
Hoping that they're available for you guys.
Even though it was already said, I picked the Giants.
Sorry.
But yeah, they're playing the Cardinals, so I mean.
Oh, and I didn't say, but the Bills are playing the Dolphins, so.
Yeah, that was why.
That's another great reason why you want to use the Bills this week if you can get them.
The past 2 weeks we couldn't use that Miami excuse really because they were, or I guess it was 3 weeks ago they were on the bye, but that was our trick. So since the Bills and like she said are most likely not going to be on the waiver wire, but they might be, I'm going with our trick to use as the Cardinals instead of the Dolphins. So
whoever is playing,
because the Giants will definitely be on the waivers.
All right, who you got for us for defense, Joshua?
I have the 49ers. They're 5-0, and damn, their defense looks really good.
Yeah, I actually had them this week, and I think they got me 12 points. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they're on a roll. The team's on a roll. They're hot, so I pick them up. And this week they're playing Washington, I think it is.
The Redskins.
The Redskins?
Yeah.
Whose offense is...
Which also Redskins are getting right in line with the Cardinals.
Yeah, they're right there with Miami. And, well, yeah, they're 0-5. So they're right there with Miami.
Oh, shit, they're really that bad?
Yeah.
0-5. Fuck. Actually, the Cardinals might be a little bit better than the Redskins.
The 49ers defense, I'd say it's coming up to be one of the top defenses, and they're playing the Redskins, so... Yeah.
Good choice.
If you're struggling for a defense, grab those guys.
All right. We didn't talk about this at all, but who is our whiner of the week?
Oh, I got one for you.
Oh, you got one? Oh, good. I'm glad you came prepared because I did not at all.
I came prepared. So, a couple days ago, I got a DM.
Oh, I remember this now.
I got a little DM from our girl, That Inked Ginger. She was very upset.
I feel bad for her.
That she forgot to set her lineup and didn't get a chance to switch Gallman out for Michelle.
Yeah, I feel bad. That sucks.
Yeah, so poor girl. I feel ya. Feel your pain.
She said she deserved it. She's like, I deserve that loss.
Yeah, she did say that she deserved it, but happens to the best of us, girl. Don't worry about it. You'll come back next week. I'll give you a little shout out. Like I said, her Instagram is That Inked Ginger. That's our wine of the week.
So cheers to you, girl. Sorry about that. Always be checking your lineups, guys. Always be checking the injuries. Always be checking up until the game, last minute. So we'll give a little cheers to That Inked Ginger.
That Inked Ginger. Sorry about it, girl.
And so, like we did last week, we're going to be putting out another poll this week for our punishment of the week. We're going to go ahead and tally this up and see
who the big loser is.
Going to be the loser of the nasty shots, the Buffalo, the Franks versus the pickled fucking pig's feet juice.
God, I still want to.
Which I have a feeling it's going to be poor Joshua, just because
I've caught him.
He was rattling it off left and right, not even thinking twice.
Yeah, I'm not used to this. Trying to
avoid
a word. Yeah.
And
Josh, you guys got some practice.
Yeah, and Josh was not expecting to have to do this.
This is
everything. This is all kind of just a last minute throw together,
Yeah, I'm normally behind the scenes, set everything up, and then be like, all right,
bye. And we're like, nope, you're in here. Sit your ass down. You're fucking doing this with us this week. So, and Josh, I'm sad that we didn't get to have you a little more prepared so we could get you into some of our sexual banter that we usually like to get into with Carly and when Bobby was here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this. I'm glad to do the pig's feet juice instead of Bobby's semen. Goddamn. Bobby's probably sitting there going, "What the?"
Yeah, right. Bobby's God damn it, I'm doing that next time. He's like, someone's doing that.
I'm getting it ready, Daddy.
Yeah, he probably would be sitting there. I got you, Daddy. I'll have it all nice and warmed up for you.
As always, follow us on all of our socials. I have to do the Carly outro. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, especially our Instagram. We are most active on there.
YouTube, Spotify, iTunes.
All the podcast places.
Make sure you check it out.
Wine and waivers.
We are always trying to do a little bit more of the podcast, so be looking for little clips here and there. We're just trying to work towards being able to just full-blown go to a full podcast, but it does take a little bit of work, and we're still getting used to doing podcasts on their own in general. So it's a lot. So we're learning and we're getting there. Some feedback is always appreciated for that. And again, we apologize that Carly couldn't be here this week.
She was sad.
But next week things will be...
Carl.
Yeah, things will be up and running. We appreciate you, Josh, coming in last minute, subbing in for us, and we appreciate your advice, your suggestions.
Yeah, and the white wine wasn't too bad. So.
Oh yeah, and for taking one for team with
honestly,
the team with the white wine.
That's my big thank you. I don't want to have to do it.
Yeah, very much appreciated. So yeah, guys, make sure you tune in to this week's episode. We're going to try to get out early for you so that you can grab those waivers on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, we're going to hustle.
Yeah, and we hope that we help you out a little bit with that. And like I said, be looking for our poll. And we will be doing another giveaway. Probably next week, we'll be looking to do another giveaway. So also be on the lookout for that. So in the meantime, guys, chug your wine and work the waivers, and we'll see you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.